Nearly 2 weeks after news broke of Christine Blasey Ford's accusation that Brett Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her at a party when they were both teenagers, the Senate and the nation are expected to hear from Ford. The White House remains steadfast in supporting the nominee.
Judge Brett Kavanaugh is a man of integrity, with impeccable credentials and a proven judicial philosophy. And I believe that Judge Brett Kavanaugh will soon be Justice Brett Kavanaugh and take his seat on the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
Democrats, meanwhile, are sticking up for Ford.
What in the hell did she have to gain by doing this? At this point, she's faced death threats. Her family has been moved out of their home.
Several people Ford said attended the party decades ago have indicated they have no memory of the alleged assault. President Donald Trump, meanwhile, challenged Ford's account, tweeting, quote, "I have no doubt that if the attack on Dr. Ford was as bad as she says, charges would have been immediately filed with local law enforcement authorities, either by her or her loving parents." The tweet prompted an outpouring of testimonials by self-described sexual assault survivors under the hashtag #WhyIDidn'tReport, and a rebuke by a key Republican.
We know that allegations of sexual assault are one of the most unreported crimes that exist. So I thought that the president's tweet was completely inappropriate and wrong.
Ford's sister-in-law describes the accuser as a private person who came forward reluctantly out of a sense of civic duty.
She shared it confidentially. She never intended for her name to come out, and she wanted it to be part of the investigation, that this is what we do in this country when we have a Supreme Court nominee.
Some who have worked with Kavanaugh insist the nominee deserves sympathy and a presumption of innocence.
Unfortunately, he's now going to have to defend himself against an allegation he says never even happened. It's going to be very hard to prove this, but it's also going to be very hard to prove that it didn't happen because she said it did. And he's going to have to deal with that the rest of his life, even if confirmed to the Supreme Court.
Kavanaugh is Trump's second Supreme Court nominee. If confirmed, he could solidify a conservative majority on the court for years to come. Michael Bowman, VOA News, Washington.